Hello students, we were discussing about collaborative writing and why it is important for students. It helps students to understand writing as a process and to increase their sense of mastery of what is often a complex and difficult task. Collaborative groups draw upon the strengths of all the members. Although one student may be stronger in critical thinking skills, another may excel in organizing. So by working in groups, students learn from each other, and that is very important. And in this way, they can complete assigned tasks. So you understand that if you write something jointly, collaborating with each other, you get to learn so many things. You may be excellent in only a particular field, and your friend may be excellent in a different field, and both of you can share your expertise. And in this process, you will learn something new. And also the product will be very good. Whatever you write, the document will be an excellent one. Nowadays in business places, or even you can say many workplaces, activities involve project teams. Giving students opportunities to work collaboratively on academic projects can help prepare them for the advantages and pitfalls of collaborative work on the job. So if now as a student, if I give you now project to do collaboratively, jointly, it will help you to understand the advantages and disadvantages of writing jointly, and it will help you to do collaborative work in your workplace in future when you go for jobs. Students working in collaborative groups can take advantage of group members for built-in peer review as they complete writing projects. So always try to share your writing with each other. Your friends means your peer. So the peer review, their comments, their criticisms are very important to improve your writing skills. There are 5 different kinds of writing strategies. One is single author, next is sequential writing, parallel writing, reactive writing, and mixed mode writing. We will try to discuss one by one. So first let us come to single author writing. Single author writing occurs when one person represents an entire team writing collaboratively. This type of writing is usually practiced in law firms when the lawyer employs a team to do all his research and paperwork while he himself bears responsibility for the accuracy or fallibility of the mentioned facts. So why this is called single author writing? We are not discussing about private writing, right? We are discussing about collaborative writing, but here it is mentioned single author writing. This means what? There will be a team who will be responsible for doing all the research and paperwork. They will write down, but there will be only one writer who will take up the responsibility for the accuracy of the facts that are produced in the documents, and this usually practiced in law firms. Therefore, since only one main writer will accept the responsibility of the whole document, that's why it is called single author writing. Next come sequential writing. In sequential single writing, a group of writers work on individual areas of a writing project, but in sequence. The responsibility of writing is shared by the members of a team in numerical sequence. The writer who is supposed to start with the writing will complete his part, then pass the document to the second in sequence. That means serially. They will follow in a serial order. Suppose there will be 3 writers. So the first writer is in charge of the introduction. So after he finishes the introduction, then only he will pass the document to the second writer. And the second writer will now start his own part, maybe the discussion part. And when he finishes the discussion part, then he will pass it on to the third writer who will be writing the conclusion part. So here it is called sequential single writing. That means each of the writer will perform his own part but in sequence, one after another. Next comes parallel writing. So parallel means writers writing at the same time. They will be handed different portions of the document and asked to work on their areas at the same time. A time frame will be given. So the document will be given to 2-3 writers. Time will be given that within 1 week you have to submit these things. So there are two kinds of parallel writing, where the document is divided into smaller sections and different members handed writing responsibilities. The other type is where the team members involved in the writing process are handed different roles. So this is not one after another like sequential writing. This is parallel writing, where the writing by different authors will be done at the same time. Next comes reactive writing. Reactive writing involves reaction. How? By suggesting changes, proofreading, fact checking, editing. That means in one word, if I need to say, this is about corrections. This is considered a healthy practice and ensures a credible written document. So maybe it will be like this, that 2 writers will write their part and they will pass it on to the 3rd writer, and the 3rd writer will do the reactive part. He will suggest changes, then he will proofread if all the sentences are correct, grammar is correct, and if the facts mentioned are okay, it is true, and he will do the necessary editing and all this. So this is very good practice because it ensures a very credible written document. Next comes mixed mode writing. In a mixed mode of writing, some or all the above modes are incorporated. Till now what we have seen: single writing, single author writing, sequential writing, parallel writing, reactive writing. So in the mixed mode writing, either all of the above mentioned writing strategies will take place, or some of might take place. While the first writer will be writing his part of the document, the rest might engage in reactive writing. When the first few writers are done with their task, they can become reactive writers in turn. So there might be single author writing strategy, and then reactive writing might follow, or there might be parallel writing. So here in mixed mode writing, different modes are applied.